Hello and welcome again to the Lindrum Masters. Today we have the Q Sports giant, Jimmy White, against the current Australian snooker champion, Stuart Lawler. It seems a big ask, the Australian taking on the mighty Jimmy White. Let's see how they got on. The referee is Alan Gregory and your commentator, Rex Williams.
So in the snooker discipline this evening, Jimmy White, who everyone knows, I think, in the world of snooker, breaks off against Australian Open snooker champion Stuart Lawler. And this has got to be an ordeal for young Stuart Lawler, playing a man of Jimmy White's experience, 6 times runner-up in the World Professional Snooker Championship, winner of so many titles, and one of the greatest players, and probably the greatest player that's never won the World Snooker Championship.
Foul and a miss. 4 to Jimmy White.
Jimmy could have had that put back. I think he can just get through the gap to pop this red.
One. Eight. Nine. Sixteen.
That was a good try. Try to disturb something there to continue the break after potting the black, but unless he's absolutely dead straight now, he can't get onto a red. This is a good start.
$24.
Again, need to get an angle on a colour to disturb the reds. If he's straight on the red, he certainly can't do it from the black. He would have to screw back, but if he's got a bit of an angle, he can come round the 2 cushions. He could possibly do it then.
Let's get that long stuff.
Trying to make an angle.
Stuart Lawler.
But a pretty good start there from young Stuart Lawler. Unlucky to leave that. It was the only ball that he could leave. Don't think Jimmy's got the angle to get into the bunch of reds. It looks a bit straight. The only way into them probably off the side cushion. Played for the red into the bottom right-hand corner. Gone a little bit too far.
8. 8, Jimmy White. Jimmy White 8, Stuart Lawler 24.
Well, it was a cracking red there, and unlucky not to finish on the black. Must be very, very tight. He's having a close look at it. You can always just make a bit with a touch of side, and there is a red near the top pocket, or top cushion, but obviously can't make it.
One, Jimmy White. Jimmy White 9, Stuart Lawler 28. Excuse me, Stuart. Hang on a minute, Stuart. Is that the score? One. Jimmy's just got one to go. No, Jimmy's on the top. Sorry, Stuart. Stuart Lawler 24, Jimmy White 13.
You can clip this red into the centre, and I think you can come across the table and probably get onto the black.
One.
You can just pop black and stun onto the pink now. Give himself a choice of two reds.
Eight. Nine.
Would like to get the red, which is immediately by the black, out of the way. That would just open things up.
$16.
He's obviously thinking about potting the pink after this red, and he'll be playing position on that red by the black. Obviously the black will go.
17.
Didn't think the black would go from that side. I thought the red was just obstructing it.
$24. $25.
Lovely shot.
32. $33.
Jimmy won the English
40.
Amateur Snooker Championship when he was 16. And then
41.
he could have turned professional at that time, but he waited to win the World Amateur. He won that when he was 18.
$48.
And without doubt, he's the
49.
most popular player in the game today. Got a bad kick there. Cue ball made a bad contact and stopped it running through.
54. $62.
Well, lovely 62 break there from Jimmy White.
Jimmy White, 75. Stuart Lawler, 24.
And the red that he'll probably play for here is the one near the ball corner pocket, coming off the left-hand side cushion, then the other side, trying to just lie onto that on the pocket side. Needs a pretty accurate shot, but that's the shot to play. He's misjudged it completely.
Foul and a miss for Jimmy White. Jimmy White, 79. Stuart Lawler, 24. One.
It's a bad shot from Jimmy.
Five. 6.
So young Stuart Lawler started off with a very good 24 break, but he's had no chance since.
10.
Still needs the blue ball. So he may elect
12.
to disturb the blue from this green, because he knows that he's still got a chance of being on the brown, or should still be on the brown. That's the way it's done.
15. 15, Jimmy White.
Wasn't
Jimmy
easy.
White,
He knew he was going to leave
94,
himself near the side
Stuart Lawler,
cushion.
24.
So just brown and blue required.
4.
So in the snooker discipline of the Lindrum Masters, Jimmy White defeats young Stuart Lawler by 100 points to 24.
An emphatic win to Jimmy White, leading into the billiards. Stuart Lawler rushed out to an early lead of 33 points to 0. He's just returned to the table. Once again, the referee is Alan Gregory and Rex Williams is in commentary.
That's a good shot.
3.
He's got the cannon, but he could so easily here just knock the yellow in at the same time, which he doesn't want to do. Unfortunately, it's stopped right in the jaws. He can't do anything but pot it now. Don't think he can get the in off. I think he's too far into the jaws. He's trying it. Thinks he can. Didn't think he could.
5, Stuart Lawler. Stuart Lawler, 38. Jimmy White, yet to score. Five. 7.
So just potting the white there now, double bulk.
7, Jimmy White. Stuart Lawler, 38. Jimmy White, 7. Foul, 2, Jimmy White.
So Jimmy can just play another similar shot, just pushing the red a little nearer to the pocket.
Jimmy White, 9. Stuart Lawler, 38. Two. Seven.
Be a good shot to score from here.
7, Stuart Lawler. Stuart Lawler, 45, Jimmy White, 9.
Didn't need to force that, it was a natural half-ball angle.
Two.
Well, he's pushed that not into the best position. Can still get the cannon, but it looks a little bit thin now. Played it well.
6. Eight. $11.
That's a good shot.
13.
A little bit unlucky to cover himself. That's a good shot too.
15. 18.
Left himself an half ball in off
21.
the red, and he's still got the in off into the centre pocket afterwards. Doesn't want to force this. That's a very, very easy shot, and
21.
so many of them
Stuart
have been
Lawler.
missed.
Stuart Lawler, 66.
He snatched at that
Jimmy
one a
White,
little bit.
9.
Didn't cue well at it. Hasn't left Jimmy anything at all. Each time that Jimmy's gone to the table, he's virtually had nothing to get started with. That's a good shot.
Three. Eight. $11.
Played to lead the cannon off the cushion, I would think.
$13.
It's worked out okay.
$16. $19. $22.
Should have just dropped
Jimmy
the
White. Jimmy
red
White,
in there,
31.
Jimmy, and
Stuart Lawler,
played the
66.
forcing in off white.
Two. 4.
It's a bad shot.
6.
Needs a good shot now. Got to make thin contact.
8.
Just managed to get it.
Touching ball.
The balls are not touching, which is rather fortunate. When the cue ball is touching one of the object balls, the balls must be spotted. Red onto its spot and the opposing opponent's ball on the centre spot and playing from hand. That's a natural in-off, just placing it about an inch from the spot at the end of the D, natural half ball in-off. Playing cannon off the cushion. Have to be careful it doesn't get a double kiss.
12.
Lucky to line them up.
Long stuff.
This is a tricky little shot.
Stuart Lawler. Stuart Lawler, 78. Jimmy White, 31. Two.
Short of pace again.
5. Eight.
That's a good punt.
11. $14. 17.
Jimmy's a terrific potter.
20. 26. 28. 31.
'Needed to
31,
just
Jimmy
stun
White.
over. It was a
Jimmy
tricky
White,
little
62.
shot.
Stuart Lawler, 78. Three. Six.
Spotted the red to leave the in-off yellow.
9.
Didn't play it well.
11.
Must have left it very awkward.
11, Stuart Lawler. Stuart Lawler, 89. Jimmy White, 62.
So young Stuart just requiring 11 points to win the billiards discipline. So just 3 scoring shots off the red will be enough.
Five.
So just this red required to defeat Jimmy White.
11.
And well done, Stuart Lawler. So young Stuart Lawler of Australia defeats Jimmy White in the billiards discipline by 100 points to 62.
So the disciplines on the billiards table are split. Jimmy White has a narrow overall lead, 162 points to Stuart Lawler's 124, going into the 8-ball pool. After the first 2 frames of the 8-ball, the score is 1 each. We join at the beginning of the 3rd frame. Stuart Lawler has the break. Jim Maxwell is in commentary with Ian Anderson, and the referee is Angie Charlton.
Stuart Lawler, the current Australian Open Snooker champion. Something, nothing.
Open table.
And the ball's well spread over the table again, although a lot of them have gone to one side of the table. Jimmy may well elect to take the solid balls here, the lower numbered balls. But it's really much of a muchness.
Do you nominate that, Jimmy? Fault.
I don't believe this.
Open table.
Someone burned the rule book. Common sense has gone out the door. And you think just playing it when it's as obvious as that.
I suppose the only thing you can say about that, Jim, is that at least it's been consistent.
Yes. And the players are supposed to be aware of the rules, but still. Does seem pernickety.
bank.
So Jimmy with a chance here. All the balls are in play. So 14 into the corner. And 13 into the other corner, and try and get position on the final stripe ball, the yellow and white 9 ball. Well, he's left himself a double. So just the 7 and 8 to go.
Stuart Lawler.
That puts Stuart Lawler within striking distance of the lead. He's on 174 points to Jimmy White's 187.
Two ball.
Open table.
So not a great deal of choice here. Possibly only the green and white 14 ball.
10 in the corner.
Well, he can get through to this blue and white one as well. So this is a little awkward.
Middle. 14 middle.
Well, this is a pretty risky shot.
Whew. Well pulled off. Wonderful execution. And scattered a few. To line himself up on the corner pocket.
So, Stuart Lawler on a bit of a roll here. He's acquitted himself quite well in this tournament. First time he's had the opportunity to play in a tournament with the big name players.
Great banker to get the position.
And that was a great shot.
He leads 3-1.
So Stuart Lawler hits the lead. He's on 199 to Jimmy White's 187.
Nothing dropped. Jimmy White.
So a good position shot required here. Hasn't gone quite far enough. A nice little kiss off the strike ball there. It left Jimmy perfect behind the last solid ball, the red 3.
This is very close. Jimmy White is back in the overall lead, 212 points to Stuart Lawler on 199.
Didn't that zap into the pocket?
Open table.
9 ball going down.
So I think Jimmy will elect to take the strike balls here.
12 inside.
They do seem to be the better choice.
Thank you.
So living up to his name of the Whirlwind. Or his nickname, I should say.
Yeah. Oh, dear. Well, that was a bad miss. He had total control, it seemed, of this frame. Now he's let Stuart Lawler in. And Lawler leading 3-2 in this 8-ball match.
So Stuart let off the hook there. Has to find a way to break the orange 5 and the green 6 away from one another. No sooner said than done. So choice here of the pink 4 into the corner or the middle. And I'm not so sure that was Stuart's fault. It sounded like the ball got a kick.
Jimmy White will be back with a vengeance here.
Frame Jimmy White.
And he levels at 3-all.
The gap widens again. Jimmy White is on 237. Stuart Lawler still on 199 points.
There it goes.
Open the table.
What looks good? Stripes or solids?
Not much of a muchness, but the solid is an easier start. So the 13 up along the side cushion into the corner pocket. Just the 2 stripes to go.
Oh.
Now has he pulled this back too far?
Super suction.
He's overcooked it a little bit and snookered himself behind the black 8 ball.
Swerve time. What does he do to get out of this?
I think he's looking to jump the 8.
Ah, the jump shot. This will be good.
Barrel shot.
He needs Mike Massey's jumping equipment.
So Stuart should be odds on from here to win this game and wrap up the 8-ball match. So nice position on the blue 2. Just a little bit too far. Left it a bit awkward. But I still expect him to make it.
Lovely yawning corner pockets.
A win to Stuart Lawler by 4 frames to 3. Overall, his 224 points keeps him in touch with Jimmy White on 237, leading into the 9-ball pool. In the 9-ball, we join at the start of the 5th frame. The score is 2 frames apiece, so the overall difference, 13 points. Stuart Lawler is at the table. Jim Maxwell is in commentary with Ian Anderson and the referee, Angie Charlton.
Two in, 8 in.
Now the one has finished pretty close to the pocket, but not sure if he can get the cue ball through to be able to pot it. Having a close look. May need just a little bit of side to the cue ball to turn it that little bit to allow the one to be on. So obviously not, and has played a very good safety here. So it's a foul. And Stuart now gets cue ball in hand.
Been a great setup.
And every opportunity here to run these balls out. Just leave himself a nice angle here to pot the 5 and get the cue ball across the table for the 6. And so just the 7, followed by the 9.
Stuart Lawler takes the overall lead again. He's on 299, Jimmy White 287.
Oh,
Power break.
Jimmy White behind the balk line and in good shape.
Well, there's cue ball in hand at 9 ball. So can place the cue ball wherever he wishes. Not quite the position he wanted on the 4. But no problem to Jimmy White. Now to take the 7 ball along the cushion into the corner pocket. Seems to make it look so easy.
Frame Jimmy White.
This is neck and neck. Jimmy White goes back into the lead by a slender 13 points.
And nothing in.
A couple sitting pretty. Quite a few.
Watch out.
Oh, he snookered himself. Horror.
Well, it's perhaps a little careless. Had a mile of room to leave the cue ball. And shouldn't have taken any chances of getting it anywhere near another object ball. and hit it hard, hoping to get it to go safe, and he hasn't done too bad a job, although it does look like the blue would go into the corner. So another real opportunity here for Stuart Lawler. Every ball available. Well, that's pretty careless again. May not get away with it the second time. It's the pink 4 into the corner, and perhaps the orange 5 onto the 9.
Yes, an opportunity to finish the game off here. And the match, which he's done so superbly. Jimmy White wins 4-3 in the 9-ball.
Well, the match goes to Jimmy White. Stuart Lawler gave himself a chance, though, and could have snatched victory even in the last frame. As it was, Jimmy White finished up on 337 points to Stuart Lawler on 299. Next week, we have an All-Australian matchup between Quinton Hahn and Stuart Lawler again. That's something to look forward to. I'm Steve Billiard. Goodbye for now.